In general, people want open pieces, or just to put things that sometimes I don't like to a lot because the piece is itself the piece. But it's beautiful in ceramics, and that I'm doing some now sculpture in the sense that I close these pieces. I'm beginning to close
like a ball, no? A closed ball.
Correct. And I'm beginning another work way by here, no? But in general, I think the beautiful in ceramics is the contenedor, something that
is, correct.
And is.
Hola, Lola.
Hello, Payal.
It's so nice to be actually in your studio, and it is such a beautiful, fascinating place.
Thank you so much.
I'm very, very excited for you to talk a little bit about your work and how you actually, the whole process. And then we talk about you.
Okay. I'm very happy you are here. I try to explain because my English is not very good, but then I read something just to explain a little better some things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we enter in my workshop here. I'm here, I've been here from 5 years, and I look for a calm space, a beautiful street with light, and I found this place. Here I have organized in different areas my work and my exhibition of pieces. Here I decided to arrive and to put the most important here, pieces that now I will explain a little. Here I have a little of, you see my little office, and I work in different techniques. The beginning of all the pieces can be on the well, starting with plates. Here I have this I don't know the name, but here I do place, and then I continue or with churro technique. That depends on the piece.
Depends on the piece.
For example, with plates I have this I don't know the name of these moldes in Spanish.
Okay, yeah.
And I put the different. For example, this is made like this. This I'm finishing these pieces.
You create the mold and then you.
Yes.
Okay.
The start is the plate, then I put the mold.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I continue, and it's a long process. The ceramics is a long process. You have to be patient. You can't pass the first lesson, the second lesson, the third lesson. You don't
go to the top without going through the steps. Correct.
Go the one to the fourth.
Yeah.
So
for one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, like a piece that you just showed me,
yes.
Typically how long will the process take? And if you can just go through some of the steps.
For example, these pieces, the plates I did this morning. I made it this morning.
Yeah.
I put this, you see. Here you can see
yeah.
And
so then it takes the shape. Shape.
Yes, I exactly.
Yeah.
I have to wait for a little more because now it's not dry, and it can be You see?
Right. Yeah. It has to dry and become hard.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then when it's absolutely dry tomorrow, no, after tomorrow, 2 days, in 2-3 days, that depends. Now it's so hot that in 2 days you have this piece dry. You have to finish with lija, no sé, the form, you finish the shape. The shape. And you put it in the oven. I show you the oven. My oven.
Oh wow!
Here I have two ovens.
Are they the same or there's a difference?
They are the same. They can ¿cómo se dice? They can arrive to 1,300 degrees.
Degrees, wow.
And this is perfect because it's a little bigger than this one. That was a little one. I have big pieces, or I have a big encargo, ¿cómo se dice?
Encargo.
I have to do a lot of pieces.
A lot of pieces.
For a customer.
Right.
This is small.
It's too small. Yeah.
Too small,
so then you need something bigger.
I cooked there, for example, 4 days from the beginning to the first oven cocción, and then I have to put the enamel and again on the oven. So more or less 10 days.
10 days. Okay,
a
it
week,
takes
10
about.
days if
Okay.
I do all continuous.
Okay.
And these pieces at the end more or less are this one. More or less. I can put different design, different finishes. That depends, no?
Yeah.
Then these, for example, are with enamel, but the majority of my pieces are like this. Are not with enamel. The process is similar. The only big difference is that two things. One, I paint the pieces with a slip not enamel. It's as clay. Different clays, different textures, different colors with oxides, metallics, cobalt, iron, different colors, and it's just to achieve a finishing more organic, more
natural.
Yes, I like a lot. I'm very inspiring with nature and with ancient cultures, and I always look for this kind of the pass of time that you see in things, in ancient things, no?
Yeah.
I like this magic.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Sorry, because I don't.
No,
you're
it's great. It's great.
But at the second difference, the first is that ¿cómo es esto? Slipware. Yes, slipware and metallic oxides. But the difference too is that with enamel, when you put enamel, you normally make the process I told you a moment ago. One first in the oven when it's dry, then you put the enamel and you go to the oven at 1,000
high degree. Yeah.
33, ¿cómo se dice?
Degrees.
Degrees.
Yeah.
A lot of temperature. But in this case, I cook it, or I cook them, and I levanto.
Levanto, sí.
See this, for example. I take off.
Yeah.
Parts, and I paint again.
Okay.
With another color. I'm looking for transparencies.
Right.
No?
Yeah.
And it's that depends. Sometimes they need 3 times cooking in the oven, or 2, 4. That depends. That depends on. I'm when I'm working, I see.
You see how, yeah. So you basically
it's
do.
always different.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
And more or less is this. And for example, here, these pieces are not finished, but in here I combine the enamel inside, and this slipware more organic, more as the clay in different colors. Here is all the same for the
Same.
moment.
Yeah. But then you'll add the colors.
I have to continue this.
Nice. Thank you so much for taking me through this. Now we're going to sit down, and and you were saying before we started that you're English, but you're doing beautifully. You're speaking so well, and I think, obviously it's your passion and your work, so you can explain it. So now we're going to sit down, and I want to understand a little bit about you and your background. So let's do that. But thank you for, taking me through the whole process. And I think my viewers and the people who are listening, more the viewers, because they'll be able to see on the video exactly your work and the way it looks. And I mean, look at this, for example. Wow.
Yes, it's beautiful. This.
And what about the painting? Is that something that you?
These are slipware too.
No, the painting at the back.
It's a friend of mine.
Okay.
Beautiful. He's very good painter.
Wow.
Carmen Galofre.
Okay.
It's very, very good.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And she likes my pieces.
I
like
her art. So
we change things.
That's wonderful. Okay, great. So now we're going to now sit down and have a conversation. Thank you for taking me around, and I know there's so much more that you could share in terms of the process. But I do understand that you have a bit of a limitation with language, but I think you've still done a wonderful job. So thank you so much for that. So Lola, let's understand a little bit about how you actually started to work with ceramic. What was the starting point for you?
I have thought about this a lot of time, a long time ago, and I realized that when I was a child, I was in holiday, and
in the countryside.
In the countryside,
yeah,
we were in the countryside. When it was a rainy day, I took the mud. I began to do things. I had something very special with tact and contact
with the earth.
Yes, with the earth and with everything, because always tact. You say
touch.
Touch is for me. It's very special, and I think it began by here, and I had never gone to take courses or classes or nothing. One day, I don't remember exactly how was all this, but one thing I decided that plastics are plastics. All this was for me the most important, the most the contact of the clay, the nature, the touch. And here in Barcelona is a very good school, Escuela Massana, where you can study for 5 years a lot of jewelry, ceramics. It's very good in
so
some
fine arts.
Yes, fine arts or crafts, no?
Yeah, and crafts. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I decided to go there. I liked a lot, and I can explain a little what. I began to, when I was studying, after 2 years, I began to work in a workshop of a woman, in a
sculptor.
Okay. I'll be there for 8 years, And then during the school, my workshop, I was beginning with my workshop, and little by little, I decided to do this
full time.
Full time,
Yeah.
yes,
So
full time.
yeah.
But I was, I don't know, maybe 20 years old. And I think that always I love the ancient cultures. Ancient cultures. When I went to the museum, always I look for these pieces, these ancient pieces, broken, red. For me, are very magic. All the
history and the
and prehistoric too. Japan. Everything is done, and there is something that make me feel so special. Sometimes I think, who was
this person? I was going to ask. Yeah. So when you go to a museum and you see a piece that you get really fascinated by, do you said that you're curious, right? So then do you read up about the history of that piece so that you get an understanding of the person, the background, the story behind the creation of the piece?
Yes, and in general, there are anonyms. You don't know.
No names.
No names.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is nature. I like a lot stones. I like a lot trees. Here I have this collection.
Maybe you can show it on the camera a little bit more.
Yes, it's inspired in trees.
Oh, inspired by trees.
By trees, and I'm trying now for an exhibition to make a
forest.
Forest.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry because I can't explain a lot very well what I want. But if someone can look for the website, I think there is
more info. Yeah. So what is your website? What is your website? Rivière, can you spell it? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll do it. Don't worry.
.com.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. So people can reach out to you on your website.
Yes.
And you have exhibitions. You have private customers. So what kind do you make? What kind of works do you do for your private clients? What do they like? They like plates. They like bowls. And I've seen you do a lot of work with. A lot of your creations are, how to explain it? Ball.
Yes.
So what is the CC because it's So what is there a reason behind that?
In general, people want open pieces, or just to put things that sometimes I don't like a lot because the piece is itself the piece. But it's beautiful in ceramics, and that I'm doing some now sculpture in the sense that I close these pieces. I'm beginning to close
like a ball, no? A closed ball. Correct.
And I'm beginning another work way by here, no? But in general, I think the beautiful in ceramics is the contenedor, something that
correct.
And I think it's quite feminine too, no? This because it contains, no? I don't know how to say.
Sorry. I think it means, and I could be wrong because I do know Spanish, but not so great. Acoge means it's probably like encompassing, or I understand. That's why it's got that feminine feel to it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And that depends. In general, they like bowls or jars, vases. I think more.
Yeah. What are the color tones that you like to use when after the colors?
For me, it's very difficult to use blue, for example.
Why?
Because I think because for me it's the color of the heart. I use the colors of the heart.
Oh, colors of the earth.
Of the earth.
Yeah.
The earth, no?
Yeah.
Maximum green, but I can put blue, the red. I normally like the greens, whites, stones.
So more earthy colors.
Yes.
Okay.
Earthy colors.
Because, like you said, you connect with the earth. Yes. Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Yes, it's something. Yes, here I explain one thing. For example, for me, there's something. Yes, no, there's something very primary and essential in my ceramics. It is a way of union between everything I am and with the world I'm part of. It's
like
a connection.
connection.
Year by after year, every day is more like this. It's more connected. It's difficult to explain because it's very subtle.
It's very
But
subtle and it's very personal, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
In some way, I realized last month that this summer it will be.
You said 50 years, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I began 50 years
50
ago.
years ago, you mentioned earlier.
And
yeah.
little by little, I think this is part of my life.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And
50
yeah.
years is a long time
Yes.
to be connected. And you've obviously, what you started with and what it has become for you now, 50 years is a long time
Yes.
for that connection to be sealed,
Yes.
right?
And little by little, it's curious because when I was 20, 25, 30, and now I look for different shapes, different things, of course. But times ago, I look for more complicated shapes, more things, and
So
little
you
by
were
little,
more experimental.
yes, and
Yeah.
little by little, as the color for me was so important, the nuances in colors, it's very rich, it's a very long experimentation. Little by little, I make pieces every day, more samples, more samples. But the color is, the richness is in the color, maybe.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And looking for this beauty imperfection of nature. And I was thinking another thing, but now I don't remember what it was.
It's okay.
Something about this.
But anyway, so a piece of yours is unique and different because it's all handmade. So it's not like it goes into a factory and in every piece, every rim of every plate or every vase or whatever you do is perfect. No, because you make and create everything with your hands.
Yes.
So that's where the
everything.
imperfection comes in. But I think there is beauty in imperfection as well. Probably more beauty, and it communicates who you really are, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
true.
no,
Beautiful,
that's
beautiful,
wonderful.
yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yes, and I don't know what were.
You still can't remember what you were going
I
to
have a
say.
lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
But if you want, I can show you. The first piece I made is not a beautiful piece, but it's the first.
Oh wow!
50 years
You
ago.
still have it.
Yes,
50 years. Let's show it in the camera.
Yes, I know. Yes,
Wow.
I know.
You know what you want to say. Okay, you say it before you forget. Wow.
This was a course.
A course, yeah.
In La Bisbal, that is a place near here in Girona, very good in ceramics, and they have a special technique, and you were there to learn this technique.
So this is glazed, correct?
This is glaze,
Yeah.
and this clay is this clay,
Yeah.
and here is slipware, white
Sorry.
slipware. Yes.
White what?
What slipware? Clay, white clay,
White clay, okay.
painted in the surface of this red clay,
Yeah.
and then with the glaze, and it's typical. This is nice because it's the first.
Wow.
Only because
And you
of this,
still
no?
have it after 50 years.
Yes.
Wow, that must be so special.
And I
Yeah.
want to tell you that this about the color,
Yeah.
I realized that at 28 or something like that, I decided to go to the university to study fine arts. I
Specialized
specialize in painting.
painting, okay.
Painting, and I think it's because of this. Then I began to do a lot of important. It was very important, the color for me. No, I think it began at that moment. It began in that moment. No?
Wow.
In fine arts, it was a beautiful period too.
To actually learn and hone in your skill. Yeah, no, wonderful. Thank you so much, Lola. I know you have a lot more to say, but I think whatever you have talked about so far is, one, shows your passion, two, shows your connection with your works, and three, how beautiful they are, all your pieces, and the fact that you've got such a beautiful space. Like you mentioned, it's so quiet, there's beautiful light, and there is a sense of peace.
Yes?
And
I like this.
yeah, no, and I can feel it. I feel that for you to come here and work with your pieces must be so fulfilling and must be so special. So thank you for bringing me into your special space and being able to share it with so many people on my channel, on my show Melting Pot, is incredible.
I thank you to you because I'm very happy you are here, and this is my passion, and it's open for any moment you want.
Thank you.
I try all my life is
centered
is
in
looking
here.
for this harmony with everything. I don't know.
No, absolutely. And I can
as in my life, no?
yeah, totally.
So I
that's
like
the connection.
you feel this piece. I
No.
like it so much.
I absolutely do. Thank you so much.